Do you need to join an ACIM study group? If you're new to A Course in Miracles, you may feel a bit overwhelmed by its contents, its message, and the way the text and workbook read. Let's face it, it can be confusing, leaving you wondering what you've just read and how to incorporate this into your day-to-day life. Now, while ACIM is a self-study teaching, you've probably noticed several study groups. Many are free, while some endure a cost. So the question is, do you need to join one? The short answer is no. As I mentioned, ACIM is self-study. That's how it was designed. All you need is the book, and since this includes the workbook and teacher's manual, along with the text, you really don't need anything else. Not only that, but you can read it for free online, use free apps, or you can purchase an ebook, which can range anywhere from $5 to $10 and up to around $20 or so if you want a physical copy. You can also find previously owned discounted copies on eBay. I purchased a gently used paperback for about $4 with free shipping. When I first started reading A Course in Miracles, I went at it alone for a few months. I watched videos, listened to podcasts, read the text, did the workbook lessons, and pretty much kept to myself otherwise. This worked beautifully for a while until I realized I wanted to interact with other course students and talk about the material. While the first several lessons were easy enough for me to follow along with and practice, eventually things became confusing for me. I found a YouTube channel, which I will link to below, that explained the workbook lessons in depth. I loved that so much that I commented about how I'd love a similar breakdown of the text if they ever decided it was something they would do at some point. To my surprise, I was informed that such a thing existed, but it was a class in itself and not on YouTube. The good news is that it was free of cost because they don't turn anyone away. However, they accepted donations, which helped to cover operation costs, but anyone can join. So I enrolled in the class, and since then, I have joined a few other groups, met some wonderful people, and made some friends who I enjoy talking to every week. So we go back to the question, do you need to join a study group? While the short answer is still no, the longer answer is if you feel called to. Meaning, if you feel excited and enthusiastic about doing so, which is exactly how I felt. In these groups, you will need nothing but the book itself. But talking with others, sharing experiences, and hearing how other students use the practice in their day-to-day lives can be helpful and enjoyable, while listening to their struggles can help us to not feel so alone. When problems seem to rise to the surface and no one in your normal friend or family circles practice any form of spirituality, it can feel depressing and frustrating. Talking to my miracle buddies has been a major source of light for me, and the gratitude I feel about connecting with others taking this journey with me has been the bright spot in my own practice. When it comes to the Course, there's nothing you need to do other than learn the material and apply it to your life. Joining a group isn't about shutting your friends and family out of your life in any way or isolating yourself just to communicate with other course students. Stay normal. Live your life as you already do. It's just that when it comes to this practice, mighty companions can be a welcome presence in your life that help you when things get tough. You don't have to force friendships, and you don't have to make yourself interact with anyone you don't want to. However, if you do find that someone special in a group that pushes your buttons, and we all do, for all I know, I could have easily been one of them for somebody else, that can be an opportunity to practice true forgiveness, which I will make a video about soon. So to sum this all up, you do not have to join any ACIM groups to benefit from the teachings, but you'll always have the option to join a study or a discussion group at any time should you feel inspired or guided to do so. I hope you found this helpful. I will leave links below to some of the discussion groups I have either seen or have joined that are free of cost. I'll also leave a link to where you can read the course for free online. I started studying A Course in Miracles with this and appreciated the fact that I could jump in without spending a dime until I was sure I wanted to continue with this teaching. Bye for now.